One morning, Duck the Great Western Engine was excited. His newly given branch line had been running smoothly, and a new engine had been expected too. Is he really Great Western?
Oh, you'll see it for yourself. The wheel hand's all battered and scratched, but I'm sure you'll ken a Western engine the moment you see one.
Indeed I would. They had marvellous engineering back at Swindon. Each engine was very recognisable.
Is that right?
I'm sure this new fellow will be just grand. It will be nice to have an engine who truly understands how to do things.
Poor engine doesn't ken what's he getting into.
That afternoon, Duck was collecting ballast from the small railway when he heard a faint set of whistles. My, that's a Western engine all right.
But there were 2 whistles, Duck. That must mean 2 engines.
Not on the Great Western. The other engine and I had 2 whistles. The high one's a brake whistle. I only use it as such. But the other engines often use theirs for fun.
Sounds a bit silly if you ask me. I'd mix up which whistle is which.
Ah, hello there! You must be the new engine. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Duck and... Ooh, goodness me, is that an auto coach I see? Oh, how exciting!
This engine scares me.
Don't worry, dear. Let me handle this. Yes, that's Isabel. I'm Oliver, and the braked van at the back is Toad. We've come to give you a helping buffer.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, we'll all get along splendidly. The yard manager will come to give you your orders soon. For now, though, I'd best be off to the big station. We Great Westerners must keep up to time, you know. I'll see you back at the sheds, Oliver! It was soon dark, and Oliver had settled into the shed with Toad. It wasn't long until Duck returned from his work. Ah, hello again! So, how was your first day here? Just like home, isn't it?
That's because it is home.
Well, yes. But I mean like our proper home, the Great Western, Oliver. This branch reminds me of the St. Ives byline.
The what?
Have you never heard of that branch line?
Can't have. Perhaps I just forgot about it.
Forgot about it? But that line was the last broad gauge to be built in this country.
Isn't broad gauge the funny looking one with the really fat engines?
I thought an engine like you would have more respect for our heritage.
My heritage consists of engines being taken away from their homes and being left to rust away in scrapyards. There's nothing to be proud of there.
But what about the Great Western way?
What about it? I'm not there anymore. I'm here. That's all that matters to me. I don't want to cling to some tarnished old railway or to have this beautiful new one to run on. I have my way, and you have some stupid old code.
Beg pardon me, Mr. Oliver, sir. Might I suggest sleeping somewhere else tonight? This argument is getting rather heated, if I may say so.
Aye. Come on, Toad. We'll sleep in the carriage shed with Isabel.
What about me? I can't understand it. Why is he so disinterested in everything I've got to say?
Because he follows the crowd.
I'm sure Oliver's just a bit, disconnected right now. He's been on the run for a long time after all. Give him a bit of time, Duck. I'm sure he'll come around eventually.
It is Nathan Yonalaba needs, Edward. It's the space he's needing.
He's getting plenty of space!
Not from what he's told me. Isabel and Toad's on fate have had.
Duck went red in the face and flounced away to fill up on water.
Let's change the subject. What's everyone's favourite genre of music?
Some workers were mending part of Duck's branch line. The rails before a level crossing were badly bent, and Oliver was watching the repairs from the station platform.
He's stuck in the past. He never saw how bad things were over there. Insensitive. That's what he is.
Well, that is a bit strong, but I do see what you mean.
He's annoying. Simple as that. He was dreadful at the sheds. He mentioned some old branch line and I didn't. That's odd. I thought the next train was due in 15 minutes.
What nonsense. Oliver's the one who needs to sort things out. Imagine running away from your own home, trying to deny your past. Foolish young engine. Foolish young engine!
Steady, old boy! You don't want to start waddling, do you?
Lord, he's early!
Quickly! Out of the way!
Stop, Duck! Stop!
What? Good gracious!
So that's Great Western, is it? What a joke.
A bus took Duck's passengers away, and Oliver left Isabel at the big station so he could clear up the mess. James had brought the breakdown train, as well as someone who Duck wasn't too keen to see.
Well then, Duck, what have you got to say for yourself?
Beg pardon, sir. I will admit that my thoughts were elsewhere.
And where may that be? I'd guess it was the road based on your current position.
Both engines told the fat controller about their quarrel.
My engines must work together, regardless of their past. I understand your fondness for your heritage, Duck, for I share that sentiment. My father grew up in Swindon, after all. However, not all engines may hold those feelings. Oliver has been through some rough times on the railway, and the days of the Great Western are long gone. Oliver, while I also see where you're coming from, it is not fair to rain on someone's parade like that. Duck is very proud for being Great Western, and he has very good reason for it. You do not have to have that pride yourself, but you shouldn't discourage those who do.
I know that now, sir.
In conclusion, engines, there are many ways of doing things, but over here, one shall always strive over the others. That is the fat controller's way, and it is one that my engines all find very agreeable. Is that understood by the both of you?
Yes, sir.
Looks like the Little Western and its Little Western engines aren't as reliable as we thought.
The Little Western. I like that. It would make a great name for this branch line.
It suits me just fine. That gives us both something to agree on.
Indeed. We are the Fat Controller's engines, after all. We don't need all this arguing. We should stand as one. I'm sorry I was rude, Oliver.
As am I. Please, Duck. May we start over?
Duck was more than happy to oblige. Now both engines run the Little Western together. Some more auto coaches joined Isabel, and the Caledonian twins came to help every so often. However, at the end of the day, it was well and truly Duck and Oliver's line. They ran it together, and did things just the way they needed to. Now, it didn't matter whether they knew the old branch lines or the now closed ones. Both engines agreed that they reopened branch lines, and that suited their way perfectly.